The time is 4:23 East Coast Standard Time. Right now, we are experiencing a tornado warning ongoing for the next 22 minutes. Over here, this is going to be in the Indiana. A system is capable of producing a tornado currently. There is some rotation near the town of Hartwell, Augusta, Pikeville, Arthur, Scottsburg, and Stental. So we need to be taking shelter, as this will be in effect for 22 minutes now, and will expire at 4:45. I believe that's Eastern Standard Time. Yes. 4:45 Eastern Standard. That is when this warning will expire. So we kind of put in the full screen here. See, this is our storm right here. This southern end of it will be what is trying to produce this tornado currently. So we need to be taking shelter in the path of the storm right now. We are also tracking Cristobal in the Atlantic, on top of the possibility of a severe weather system developing today. So as we finish setting up everything, let's go ahead and take... Oh my, what just happened? Oh no, what's happening? The auto scene changer is not working. Okay. 1 moment. I gotta get things lined back up. Sorry. Okay. We're good now. So, we'll go ahead and switch coverage to Cristobal. We'll get you a look at that, and we'll talk about the tropics and our expectations for the tropics once we get everything set up. Okay, so right here is going to be Cristobal. It formed earlier today, this morning really. We are tracking the threat of moving to the east for ships. It's going to be a bit of a fish storm. It's not going to impact anything hardly. But we're going to keep an eye on it, though, just in case something happens with it. Now, another thing I'm keeping an eye on very closely is these two back here. I haven't set this up yet. That's supposed to be Cristobal on the left, but it's not there, so we'll have to fix that. Actually, it's supposed to be the main advisory, isn't it? Yeah. I can pull that. I can get that up pretty quickly. But, so, you can see there, the western one there is gonna be... Sorry. 1 second. There we go. Okay. So the western one there, that's going to be that high risk of development. 80% chance of developing within the next 2 to 7 days. So we're expecting that to become a tropical storm right now. I'm personally keeping an eye out on this western one. I'm getting this most recent graphic up here. 1 moment. So I'm watching that eastern one, honestly, later on, for the chance of becoming a genuine real threat as time goes on. Man, that's like a really low quality. I don't know why. I didn't do it right. Oops. We can fix it though. But so as this situation continues on, we're going to be tracking it for you. Sorry, I had to set this up still. But I think maybe that could end up being, once again, a true threat later on, in terms of being a hurricane, if all goes well for it. It's way too early to say for sure what's going to happen with it. So yeah. Once we get everything set up here, we'll take a look at the models here in just a moment on that. But here's the current outlook there. You can see Cristobal is going to be right up there. Can we fix this? Oh no, I messed it up. That's great. There we go. Okay, good enough. That's really annoying. I have to fix this up. I kind of messed it up. Sorry. But so okay, so we'll take a look at the models here on the right there. We'll take a look at the GFS. How about that? GFS. Put this on to reflectivity. This is like the rain. So if we push this forward, give it just a second. You can see this western one starts to spin a bit, and then it kind of slowly just dies out. But that eastern one has a bit more spin to it, and it might have some more staying power. GFS wants to have it kind of dying out about right here, though. But still, I'm watching that one because some of the runs have shown it kind of going on a full-on event there. Can we look at the other runs? Is that a thing? Trying to see if we can look at the older model runs here. There's probably a way, but I can't figure out how to do it. But we can look at the hurricane models on Cristobal. Once they load in, if they ever do load in. Okay, I have doubts they're gonna load in. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the satellite here. You can see this is the Cristobal right there. Is gonna be its spin. We put this back to let's do 21 frames, and you can start to see some spinning motion. That right there is the center. Right now, it roughly has in between 45 and 40 miles an hour winds. Possible gust up to 60 miles per hour. It's moving 25 miles an hour east. So it's a low wind tropical storm, but it is still a tropical storm at the end of the day. So we're keeping an eye out on that. But right here is the one that's likely going to form next. It has an 80% chance of forming. That's the last time I checked. Has it updated? No, still 80% chance of developing for the next 2 days. So it should soon take the name. Right here we can see. It should take the name Dolly pretty soon. If it goes to plan for it at least. And then this one has a 40% chance. Oh my, has a 40% chance in the next 7 days and a 20% chance in the next 2 days. We're not certain about this one because it's a bit further out. Okay, so we're not entirely sure what this one's gonna do. But there's a chance for tropical development to form. And honestly, this could already be a depression. I mean, it has some pretty high cloud tops there. I guess it's technically cold. That's what the official title is, but resulting in high cloud tops likely. So this could become a depression, I think, by the end of today. Most certainly, it's in the realm of possibilities. So we're going to have to keep out an eye on that. The next hold on one sec. One moment. Okay, it says the 1 second. Okay, NHC, which is National Hurricane Center, will update in about 30 minutes, 27 to be exact. Updates at 5 on the East Coast. Typically. Back to our tornado warning, checking in on that. Gonna be over here towards Gasper. Definitely some rotation. something we'll have to keep an eye out. We're gonna see if they reissue this out towards Huntingburg. So we'll keep an eye on that for you as time goes on. It looks like a pretty healthy storm, in generally it does look like a healthy storm. So we'll keep an eye on it for the next little while. So we'll keep an eye on this for you. We'll keep tracking it. So as time goes on, we'll wait for another update on that. Flash flood emergency over here for Liberty, Abington, Richmond, Webster, Fountain City, Economy, Hagerstown, Cambridge City, Connorsville, Orange, West College Corner, Blooming Grove, sorry. A lot of rainfall has fallen recently, so chance of some severe flooding over there, if it's not already happening. Across the states, we'll start on the west coast here, some isolated storms out here in the, well, what would you refer to this area as? Four Corners, I guess, right here. And then Nevada, too. Some isolated thunderstorms, maybe. We actually have one that is severe warned here, which is interesting enough. That's going to be coming, that's right near Searchlight. Over here in the Dakotas, we have a nice storm here near Newcastle. It is a considerable storm. That is the official tag. Oh wow, that actually is like, that's serious. Lime-sized hail on it, 60 mile-an-hour winds. That could be behind a tornado warning right now, the most concerning storm. What is the SPC outlook out here right now? I'm not sure. Let's look it up. I'm gonna have to pull that up. I'm not entirely sure. Today's SPC outlook. Let's see. Storm Prediction Center. Out here, it is a slight risk, 2 out of 5, and a slight chance of tornadoes. Main thing is going to be wind and hail out in South Dakota. We also have a decent wind threat in Kentucky. So we're keeping an eye on that. That storm looks pretty healthy, so. Back to nationwide here. Also, we just covered these. And we also have some storms down here in Georgia. Near the Georgia-Florida line. And there's some isolated stuff. Okay, next advisory. Okay, we still have a while to go. I kind of want to talk about this one real quickly for a bit. Because this one is pretty interesting to me. So we keep an eye on that. If we go to velocity here, we can see there. I mean, that thing, it looks mainly side-lobed and contaminated, really. I don't think that's like a big thing in rotation, nothing like that. But it definitely could get some rotation on it. It has the key features of a supercell. So it's not out of the question. But it's not like we're screaming tornado coming. So, where there is a chance of a tornado happening right now is out here to the west of Jasper. Did they just... No, okay. For Fritz Corner, Azor. The rotation on this storm is going to be kind of headed to the, it's kind of out here. It's not as strong as it was, so it's not as concerning as it was, by far. Still take shelter until that warning expires, though. So we'll go ahead and kind of zoom in over here onto our Rapid City storm, and we'll watch it for a while. So we're making some slight adjustments here so you can see the SPC. What did I just do? I messed up something, didn't I? Oh well. Put that in here. Boom, bada bing. You're seeing some of the background work I do. They've gotten setting up here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get a graphic up of the current SPC outlook. So we can have that up there alongside of the radar. I feel like that could be good and useful. Day 1 SPC. That is huge. Alt. I'm trying to trim it so it fits more. Sorry, West Coast, you're getting cut out there. Okay, how do I want to do this? Like that, and we'll send it. Okay, that should work. Does that look good? I feel like that looks decent. We'll do some touch-ups later. Alright, so there it is right there. We have the main areas highlighted from our SPC. And on the right, you can now see our storm we have ongoing near Newcastle. And we are back. I'm noticing a slight area of ramping up possible rotation here. This is going to be near the town of Hillview Heights and Newcastle. Something definitely to watch out for and keep an eye on, as this now has tennis ball sized hail. That's going to do quite a bit of damage if you're not prepared. So maybe if you're out here in cluster, I'd go put your car in the garage, because you have some hail headed your way. Most recently, is this from this storm? Let me check. At 4:30 p.m., I believe that's Eastern. Yes, Eastern. A 1.7 inch in diameter hailstone was reported along with 50 mile per hour winds. So definitely enough to take note of. And it's more than likely that there's even bigger hail right in here. Is that on the correlation coefficient? Oh, not really. But still, I just don't like the way this looks right there. Might just be some inflow and side living, but we'll keep an eye on it. Now we'll go ahead and switch us over to a full view of Catawba, North Carolina. as the next NHC update is nearing. Right now we're waiting. I'm gonna double check, make sure they haven't already done it. No, not yet. So we'll have to wait.